What should you do if you simply cannot get funding for your research? You're going to find out right now. Hey everybody, I'm Leigh from teachingacademia.com, and I'm all about giving you the tools you need to navigate academia and make your best impact. So throughout this series, I've been giving you an overview of the different kinds of research grants that you can apply for and hopefully get, right? But let's be honest, funding is hard to get. Even if you have a solid idea, it's super competitive because there's lots of people that have solid ideas, okay? So you may find that you are getting rejected a lot. Now, when I first started as an assistant professor, I got rejected a lot. And sometimes I got really annoyed by it because sometimes it was almost like, 50% of the people are saying fund me and 50% of my reviewers are saying don't fund me, and then they go with don't fund me. And I'm like, but it's a 50-50 split. Can we go with the more positive fund me people? No? Okay. So I found myself getting rejected a lot, and that made me dejected, right? Because I just thought I won't get tenure. I can't get my research off the ground. I can't survive. What am I going to do? And so I talked to two full professors in my field that I really respected about this because I was just getting so tired of getting rejections, even if they were positive rejections. I was just tired of getting rejections and I was concerned about what to do. And so the number one piece of advice that they both gave me was find a way to do your work, even if you have to scale it down, even if you have to just operate on a shoestring of a budget, even if you really need, let's just say $50,000 to do this really well, can you round up 5,000 or 10,000 and do it slightly different, right? But still in a way that's going to work for you. Could be on a smaller scale, could be with a little less data, could be not, instead of a year-long study, maybe a 3-month study or a 6-month study. So they gave me that advice. And they also said, keep publishing, okay? Because they said that ultimately that's what's going to help me, right? Build my record and show, hey, I'm a person that does high quality research and I get it published in high quality journals. So you can see my track record. So if you give me money, you should feel pretty confident that I'm going to do high quality research and get it published in high quality journals, okay? Because the last thing that people want to do is give you money to do really good research, but then you never publish that research, right? Or you don't have the writing chops to get it in a high quality journal, okay? They don't want that. So having that advice was very helpful. So don't give up, all right? So here are, just sort of sum this up for you, 3 things that I think you can do or look for or consider if you find yourself getting rejected and being frustrated. So first of all, can you do this work on a smaller scale? Can you do it with fewer resources? Can you do it with less time, all right? Fewer participants? In what ways can you take your ideal project that you want a lot of money for? What ways can you scale it and get some data, get some evidence, right? Scale it down to do with less, but in a way that's still going to serve your career and push your research agenda forward and may even help you land that bigger grant in the future because you've done a piece of it on a smaller scale and shown it to be promising, all right? Can you do it with significantly less money? Maybe you've been going for these big grants. Can you go for some smaller ones that are under $100,000, okay? Can you do your project with $10,000, right? Can you find a way to make this work? Some of you, it won't be the case because of your field, all right? But for a lot of you, it will be the case that you can make this work. You just need to retool and rethink how you scale it and what kind of money, really, what's the bare minimum that you can get by with here. And then can you get started with an internal grant? A lot of times internal grants, not as competitive, still competitive, but not as competitive, obviously as a federally funded grant. So if you can make an internal grant work for you, then do it, because that can also lead to bigger and better things, which is kind of what they're hoping the internal grant will do. That's usually why they have internal grants, all right? So do what you can to get your work done and get it published, because ultimately this is going to help you become more competitive for grants in the future.